Yes, you mad Etsy people coming to you from London town, mate. London town, guys. I hope you guys are well. Today, really talking about Etsy ads, right? And the crazy spending sometimes that people do. Because I tell you one thing, I'm not a strong advocate of spending crazy on ads. I really am. But there is a place for it. If you can find that balance, and you have to find a balance. And I'll give you a few tips towards the end of this video of how I think you should find that balance, because I think it's very important, and it can make or break a business. There's strategies when to use Etsy ads as well. And everybody's going to tell you something different. Look, there's many strategies, but I'll give you a few little tips towards the end. But I want to touch on a few messages on Reddit. I like Reddit. I'll read a lot of messaging on here, on Facebook, and lots of other places. I just like to hear what people are saying right now. And, it's a good place to kind of touch base and hear what people are saying. And look at this message. Look at this. Spending 400 a day on Etsy ads. Now, obviously, might think, wow, $400, man. That's just crazy. Now, you've got to put into context. You want to see how big the store is and what sales they're actually generating anyway. So it might be something where they might be spending that much, but they might be making it. But let's read the message firstly. It says, after spending 400 a day on Etsy ads, I turned ads off today. Many of my sales came from Etsy ads, but in the long run, my profit margin just was not high enough. Last 30 days, I made 62K, 43K came from ads, but 10K was spent on ads. The things people are buying, many are bestsellers and already show up on the first few pages without it being an ad. So I'm curious how today will go with no ads on. I figure it's a total bust. I'll turn them back on and regain plan. Yesterday, for one listing alone, I spent $150 on listing. In ad spend, in dollars, I made only 900 on that listing. After fees, shipping, and materials, I don't think my profit margin was very high. I am in a very popular niche, though not super popular like shirts and cuts, but I do feel as though I have many competitors, two main, much bigger ones. I have 33,000 sales, been open for a little over 4 years, and have about 1,600 listings so far, continuously adding more. And before y'all ask, no, I don't drop ship. no, my stuff, no, my stuff is not copyright or trademark or intellectual property. And yes, my stuff is all hand custom made by me, shipped from my home office. I love you, custom handmade peeps. Them, I love them. The original Etsy sellers, man. I've got 3 kids that go to daycare. This is my full-time job. Curious to hear from other large-scale Etsy shops. Now, look, I mean, remember what I said at the beginning. You might be looking and thinking $400 a day, but obviously this is a reasonable size, quite a good sized Etsy seller, doing well. Obviously spending on ads, but I think that they are making money, obviously, even after doing ads, which is good to see. And obviously, they're an experienced seller, so they know what they're doing. What's really interesting for me as well is to see how many listings they got. I keep saying to you guys, Etsy sellers, you've got to be listing a lot. Don't tell me I've got 30 listings, please, and I'm not making sales, because it's about volume. The more listings you have, the more chance of selling. It's as simple as that. So keep listing up. And I like this seller because this is what they're saying, continuously adding more. So they know what they're doing, guys. They know what they're doing. But obviously they're looking at trying to curb and reduce their spending on Etsy ads, which I understand. I fully understand that, because look, we all try and find a way of reducing the spend. It's just the way it is, because if we can shave off a little bit, a few dollars here, there, everywhere, then it's going to help increase those profit margins. So yeah, listen, if you do use Etsy ads, drop a comment below. Tell me if it's working for you or if it's not working for you. And you know what? Sometimes it just isn't at the beginning. And then you learn how to kind of, adapt and strategize with Etsy ads, because Etsy ads in itself is a massive strategy. It's a whole sort of niche in itself. It's a whole thing in itself, if you like. And it takes a lot of practice. I mean, I remember doing a lot of tweaking with ads all the time, all constantly tweaking. So, really good seller. Really great to hear what they do. I love what they said at the book at the end. I don't drop ship. No, my stuff is not copyright, trademark. It's hand custom made, my G. But yeah, let me know. But look, then you get lots of people saying I just started spending $6 a day on ads and thought it was a lot. Like I said, it just all depends on your perspective, the size of your store. it's all relative, basically. You could be spending 1,000 a day, but if you're making, hundreds of thousands, then it's a different game. Um, See, this is interesting, right? I'm going to come down. It says, I'm at $3. It brought in almost $250 with a 30 loss so far. All of my things are hand painted. This holiday season is a little slower, so I figured I'd give it a try. I don't know if I'll go over 10 because if the time put in for each piece, but I missed last season's traffic, right? I spend 20 per day right now, but thinking cutting down to 10 per day. Most of my sales are coming from organic listings. Listen, there is definitely, I think, and I believe, of having a blend. And what I mean by blend is, yes, if you got organic sales, there is a way of actually helping to boost those sales. I believe in putting Etsy ads on listings that are more visible and are more likely to make money, or are making money organically, right? Because those are the ones I feel like just amplify it, just actually make more sales. For me, it doesn't really make sense on putting Etsy ads on listings that are not already being seen or are not making any money. That makes no sense, because if something is working a little bit already organically, it's a good idea to give it that extra boost. But at the same time, understand what you're doing, as in like what your spend is. I don't go crazy with spend. If you're going to do Etsy ads, I believe in making sure that you're making money. That's number one, right? Now, how much you want to make money is dependent on how much you're willing to spend. So I like to minimize, reduce, always go low. I always like to start low, my spend, and then just to watch it, because it takes time for the Etsy ads algorithm, if you like, to kick in. So if you've gone to $1, putting a dollar on a spend, or you've got a cap of, I don't know, $2 a day, you want to look and monitor it for a little bit and just see what's happening. And then if you're getting an increase on sales, and there is a way of just slowly increasing, but you have to monitor it, because there will be a happy sort of medium, happy place for you, where you're getting enough money, or you're making enough money, should I say, from that spend. Okay, but I always say, don't go too high first. Start low and then build up in terms of your Etsy spend, ad spend, right? But some people actually, they're turned off ads. And here's an example of this. It says, I've experimented twice and I think I've reached the same conclusion. I did it once when I was originally set up, and it was pointless. I tried it again over the past month or so, and it didn't help. I got more sales without ads turned on. So like I said, you have to have your own strategy of doing this. Like I said, for me, it works best with the ones that are selling organically, for sure. But it's a science in itself, and you will have to experiment. And the thing is, there's so many different anomalies to it. One person can't say to you, this is going to definitely work for you, because they can't. Nobody can say something's definitely going to work for you. Someone can only say that this is an idea to try out on your own listings and see if it works for you. And you should try it out, because I definitely think you should try different strategies out for Etsy ads, because you might find it kind of clicks and something works for you, whether it be the budget spend, whether it be for various keywords. Just find out. But I definitely think experiment with Etsy ads, but don't overspend. Budget and be careful, because it can easily go crazy, right? Like I said, drop me a comment below on what your experience is. Again, what I love about these forums is that there are people out there with experience as well, that do give some advice to these kind of new sellers, if you like, or people that are new to Etsy ads. But everyone has a different view. So here's a view of a seller. It says, because to spend $150 and get a return of $900 isn't bad, but it does all depend on your costs for making. So if you're able to work out the total cost of your profits from this, then I would see exact numbers and can go base off that. There's no denying that your sale will go down today, especially if you're in a popular niche. This won't be a testament of your work or anything. It will just be because less people are seeing it. I would look at the items that are bringing you the most revenue in it and keep running those ads. Then maybe cut down on the ones that don't bring as much in, and see how it can progress. I'm definitely an advocate of running ads on the ones that are making the most money, especially organically. They're just they're selling. The ones that aren't, any listings that are not really selling or doing anything, I personally think there's no point in putting ads on those, really. right? Like I said, it's all about keep continuously adding listings, because each listing has a different thing going on, like, you know, a different whatever it is, algorithm, you know, shift, movement, wherever it is. And you know, you don't know what clicks with the algorithm. Says, I'm tinkering with ads at the moment, but if I'm on being honest, making 62K in the past month and only spending 10K on ads sounds really good, because your sales are over triple of what your spend on ads are. I think you'll receive a lot of messages saying that ads aren't worth it, but if you're making a profit and aren't in the negative, I think there's just ways of adjusting to get the maximum out of it. Look, here's another sort of seller saying, I currently have my ads turned off for the first time ever and still have been getting normal amount of sales. But then I keep wondering, well, what if I've had my ads on? What would I be getting? Would I be getting even more? I'd love to set like 150, but it gets used so fast. The $500 yesterday was gone at around 8 p.m. I'm just at a loss at how to navigate these ads. Like I said, look, guys, there is no formula to this. There isn't. Nobody can tell you there's a formula that works 100%. It just doesn't, because it's Etsy. No, seriously, whether it be Amazon, Etsy, any platform, like I said, I've used Amazon, and that's the same too. As in, there is no special formula. It's all about experimenting, and I do believe that Etsy ads does have its place. Some people in the comments might disagree and say, "Nope, I'm just going to stick to organic," and that's absolutely fine, because everybody's got their view. My view is that having a mixture, having organic sales is fantastic, but also if you want to boost up those really good listings, then maybe having Etsy ads at a budget, at a point where you're not losing, obviously you're still making good profit margins, should be utilized, but in a smart, clever way, in a budget, and not overspending, because that's just silly. So I believe there is a time and a place. There is a place for Etsy ads for sure. And I do think that obviously Etsy wants to promote ads and wants to make money too. So, you know, it's in their best interest to obviously help, especially those listings that are already doing well, you know, do even better. Just makes sense. But like I said, let me know in the comments what your actual view is on Etsy ads, and whether you do it and whether you just refuse to do it. You know, just let me know. Look, here's here's another view. Look, they say, I'm convinced my best sellers are suppressed when I pause my ad campaign. I have one product that mostly sells when it's found through search and not through ads, but it has enough clicks to be really expensive without converting. But I pause ads and boom, suddenly no one is searching for my extremely niche and functional product that was booming the day before. Wow. To be honest, sometimes Etsy now just reminds me of an MLM. It was a different place 12 years ago. Listen, things change all the time, my friend. Things definitely change all the time. Nothing was like it was 12 years ago, believe me. This seller says, are Etsy ads the only way to advertise, or do you have purchases through social media ads, Google ads? Do you have your own email list? Now, this is a good point, by the way, because for you Etsy sellers out there, you really should be building your own website, whether it be, I've got a few videos on it, whether it be Shopify, System.io. You really need to have your own place, because ultimately, we all need a backup plan. Plan B needs to be in place, right? So, look, if you're not doing this, just actually start it now. You really have to. And there's ways that you can advertise through social media. I've got videos on it, marketing. But it's good to see here that this seller is actually doing, you know, something else apart from Etsy. And I do recommend it, guys, always. You need to have a plan B. And here's a really, it's good to hear this. But look, they say, yes, Etsy ads are the only way I advertise. I do have my own website and get maybe 3 purchases a month, but it's so out of date. I've really only been focused on my Etsy since I make so much more on it. They do have social media. You can see 70 social media visits, 6 visits, Etsy ads, 337 visits. But my point is this: you build up your website, build up your or social media, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook. You know, have those already active. You don't need to really do ad spend. You can actually do ad spend on these anyway if you wanted to. You can make ads for them, but I don't suggest doing that. Just post on a regular basis, because that is the way you're going to get people to come and see your social media, and then direct the traffic to your website if you want, or even to your Etsy store, which you can do as well. But I suggest definitely get some social media ready, get some social media going, have a website, Shopify, System.io. I've done videos on these, because ultimately you want to actually make sure that you build your email list, and you can do that, really well when you take them off the platform. And you're going to have a lot. You can, obviously the sellers that are your repeat sellers will hopefully start coming over across to your actual website, because they'll see that you have other things going on, especially when they see your social media maybe profiles. And I think in the long run, that is probably the most sustainable way to actually grow your business. Like I said, Etsy is fantastic, but at any point, at any time, something can happen which is out of your control. Your own website is in your own control, and it's fully in your own control. And obviously, when you build up your email list, that is your list, and they belong to you. I'm gonna end this video with this seller that says, "Look, I chickened out and put the Etsy back on." So basically, they took off the Etsy ads. Maybe saw they weren't getting sales. They said, "Look, I chickened out, put the Etsy ads back on, and a few hours after posting, it got like 7 sales during the few hours it was off. So I was doing fine, but my anxiety got the best of me, and I turned them on. Lol, only to 350. So maybe a little letter will help. A little letter will help. Lesser maybe." I think this is good little bit of advice. I'm gonna just read out this comment from the seller. They say, "I wouldn't recommend turning off your ads, especially during the fourth quarter. Instead, go through each listing you are advertising and disable any irrelevant search terms that you are being found under." Right? Once you eliminate those irrelevant terms, your spending will decrease significantly. I really like this. It's a really good bit of advice. I have my ads set at $1,000 per day, dollars per day, and haven't turned them off in months. However, every night I review each listing I'm advertising and turn off anything that wouldn't lead to a sale. And this is absolutely key, guys. And it's good advice. I mean, it's always about reviewing. I'm always about reviewing all the keywords that you're sort of paying for, in a sense, for your Etsy ads to be seen on. And anything that's really not, for me, I like to just give it a little bit of time to see what's happening over time, because like I said, the Etsy algorithm takes a bit of time. And the ones that you're actually not that are irrelevant and not really doing much, not making money, but you're spending money on, then disable them, because they're not doing anything. And the ones that are making money, then obviously keep them going. And this is what I'm saying. Etsy ads is a good thing if you can keep reviewing, keep tweaking, keep looking at the ones that are actually making you money. Turn off, disable the ones that are making no money because they're just leaking money. And that's what you do. And it's about also, using them at the right times. For example, Q4 is definitely a time to be using Etsy ads if you're ever gonna use ads, because that is when you have a lot of customers on the platform, and that is where there's going to be a lot of search for different search terms. So it makes sense to use it then. But like I keep saying, obviously this seller has a big store. They're spending $1,000 per day on ads, so they are a very big store. Everybody are at a different stage in the ads campaign, depending on their size. So especially when you're starting out, be very frugal. Set the sort of spend very low at the beginning. Keep it very low, and that's my advice. Keep it really, really low at the beginning, and just see slowly increase the spend, but always make sure that you are making profit. Disable the ones that are really just not making money, that you've identified over time, and look and search for maybe other keywords that you can be up there and having your ad on. All right. So, that is my advice. But like I said, let me know what your thoughts are on Etsy ads. I think it can be a good addition, a good way of bringing in money, but it definitely requires you to be very, very careful in terms of your use. Etsy wants you to spend and may even suggest you spend more, right? Don't listen to suggestions. You look at your own analysis, your own data. Once you put your ads on, give it a week or two, see what's happening, because it does take time, and then start adjusting accordingly. Start turning off, disable ones that are not working. Maybe if you're seeing ones that are actually making money, sometimes you might even need to increase the amount that you spend on them, and so forth. But it really is a strategy. Like I said, drop me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on Etsy ads, and I'll see you on the next one.